turn you away from the wind. Former train depot here on the right hand side. Maybe I shouldn't mention that. I'll decide at some point when I'm editing. But we are just south of the Grand Rapids Creston district. Technically, I believe we are in. Turn you away again. Okay, close enough. We're just taking the shortcut along the train tracks here. We are walking to, I don't even remember the name of it. We're walking to one of the parks though. Helicopter, probably survival flight, U of M survival flight. I think this is a Eurocopter, twin turbine. Can't remember off the top of my head the make, or excuse me, the model. And they'll be headed from the north. I believe that's a pretty typically used approach pattern to the hospital. Frame? Nope. This little LCD is difficult to see in the sun. Alright. So my plan is to get a shorter walk and a little less steep by taking this rail grade, at least in theory. We'll see how it works out. Just here to the northeast of me, this is all condo developments that have been put in the last 3 years. Condos and HOAs. The large office furniture building there. Was previously a screen printing warehouse. And then just to the southwest of us, that would be the Griff Ice House. Sorry if I'm a little wobbly, I'm trying to not trip over all the garbage down here. And I think we're just crossing Quimby, although I could have that wrong. Yeah, I think I'm just going to walk this along the side of it. Unless I see a train coming, and then I'd just rather not bother the CSX guys. But I figured this is a more interesting walk anyways. Nice and early in the season, I can see all the glass. Let's move further to the right here just a little bit. Whoop! Got the gimbal on a bush. Not so bad, we'll move back to the middle. I'd rather not be anywhere near the rail grade, except it's quite wet over here. I am in tennis shoes. You can see the motorcycles and cars are having a grand old time today, revving it up because it's all sunny out and they got the spring fever. The birds too, obviously. You can hear them off in the distance. Ooh, squish squish. These are rotten rail ties. No wonder they're not using this part of the line. Oh, he just spun out. Oh, no. Oh, I shouldn't be filming idiots. It'll just make them get the warm fuzzies. That guy's stupid enough it makes me want to call the non-emergency number. Except I'd rather not be that guy either. Yeah, so this is the side of Griff's Ice House. I've actually not walked through here before. I usually go behind Griff's Ice House and then come up the hill. No, they're not going to get nearly as much watch time, but I think I am going to try to do long, unbroken shots. That's something I enjoy. Gives me a little challenge. One of the earliest movies I remember being really impressed with was The Russian Ark, which from what I understand of it was shot in one take of one shot. It was not chopped up in post to make the shots look like it was a one-shot movie. It was actually done as a multiple attempts to get one shot and film the whole movie through the Hermitage Museum in one take. It's just a little bit, I don't know, it's not the most interesting movie in the world. And it's subtitled. It might not be for everybody, but it was a favorite of mine. Some very great production, some very interesting set design, dress, and performance in that piece. We're just coming up on Matilda here. And across. I think this is Matilda. Try that again with a more stable grip from the camera. There's also some interesting stairs back this way as well. Kind of tucked in that go up the sides of the hills. We're going to come off the train grade for a little while because it looks like it might be on the muddy side. This is Lafayette Avenue, northeast, just up here. And we're going to turn right, and we're going to head to the south a little further. We need to head west a little further after that. Cut you guys out because the wind's blowing right into us and I don't think you can hear anything anyways. So we're just passing Torres Tires and Craig Painting Company on the left hand side. So we're at the other side of the where we would have went if the train we just followed the train tracks. And we're gonna have to turn to the east one more time up here and head further southeast. Coming up on Bradford and Lafayette here. think we will actually cross the street here if there's a break in traffic. I'm going to pause you guys for that. At least in theory. No, we should, yeah. There we go. I don't have to pause you guys, it's not that long of a wait. Now if only I could find that walkway. There's our train tracks. Those do go the direction I need to go. Oh, here's one of the stairs. Good. Hey, look at that. So yeah, Grand Rapids has a lot of pedestrian staircases. Just as quick, easy ways to move between areas with the large amount of valley and hill structures we have in the area. So we're on Prospect Avenue Northeast and Bradford Northeast here. So we're just coming up on College and Monroe here, and we're going to head now to the south. And the park, I believe, is just on the other side of the road there. So we'll cross College Street, probably at the bottom of the hill, so the cars can see us the best. I got a lot of editing to do. Alright. Here we are at Highland Park. So I've been told there's a spooky kind of corner where the drainage grates are. Just got a weird feeling to it. This is a pretty good sledding hill in winter. And it looks like they have a disc golf course down here. Looks like there's a decent cluster of people down here. Looks a little wet in the middle of this field. Let's head, oh yeah, let's head over to the drain grates here in just a minute. So I think we're walking the opposite direction of how the disc golf course is set up. But this has got to be the spot everybody talks about being super creepy. Yeah, here it is. Exactly as they described it. This is where the river goes underground. And there's a big creepy drainage thing. A lot of people playing disc golf today. This must be the, yeah, this is the clean out access. See if you guys can see in here. Well, it doesn't matter how bright I make it, guys, it's dark down there. Alright, so we just passed under from the park and we're over by the Michigan Medical Mile. This is a large condo development here just by the freeway that has been put in near the Michigan Medical Mile. And we are currently walking to the south. Oh, and let me put my security badge away so it's not clicking and clacking. Oh, wow. Let's go right up to that next medical complex. Kind of interesting. It's a little dark. Let's bring you guys up a little bit. My guess that these places are going to start at the $800 studio price kind of point. $1,100 or $1,200 for 2-bedroom, and I believe probably $1,800 for 3. Probably going up from there, if that's not even a low guess. The Jimmy John's and a hair salon here. More condos. See? Ooh, and we're too bright again. And condos behind condos. And we're just coming up on Michigan Street here, so this would be the Medical Mile. I hope you guys can hear me without the wind muff. Ooh, and it's chilly in the shade. So we're going to head to the west here along Michigan's Medical Mile. Or excuse me, Michigan Medical Mile. Grand Rapids' Medical Mile. Here along Michigan. And there's the cavalcade of condos we just passed there. Now, historically, most of these houses here along Michigan have been rentals. They're between 4-unit, 2, 3, 4 units, 6 in some of them. The older, larger houses have all been converted to residential use. It's a gym here. Lunar Cycle Studios. And on a day like today, you'd hope they'd be totally empty. Oh, we gotta hurry up and cross here. And there's the Midtown Medical Center. A Walgreens pharmacy. Cleverly hidden away in a building here. Doesn't look like a Walgreens. And these solar-powered parking stations are kind of amusing. They batteries tend to freeze in winter, so a lot of them won't be charged. Palio. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. It's an interesting place. I've been in there before when it had a different name, I think. The omelet shop up here on the right-hand side. That's been a fixture here for a while. And we're just crossing Paris Street as we head further to the west. To the north of here, that would be the freeway. That's why the road just kind of drops off there. One of the few downtown gas stations here, Circle K, at the intersection of College and Michigan. No, we're not too dark, it's fine. And we'll just wait here at College for this light to change. A bagel beanery, another longtime staple here at College in Michigan. I'm supposed to hit a button, was I? We'll just wait for the light to change. Curtis Cleaners actually has been there for a really long time as well. And Spectrum Health would be part of the medical mile through one of the hospitals down here. Not sure on what side. And we've walked this all before, so might just be kind of quiet through a lot of this. We have a lot of older buildings here, haven't been rehabbed yet. Kind of makes you wonder what's even in them. The other side of the parking structure we walked halfway up and kind of got stuck in last time. Had to walk back out the way we came in. Along with this road and sidewalk, they just kind of go nowhere. It's like there's parking up here for Spectrum or somebody maybe. The sun's died down a bit. Or excuse me, wow. Let's try that again. The wind's died down a bit. Just passing a McDonald's here. Sure where our destination is. I haven't had lunch yet. I had breakfast. So I don't know, maybe food. Coming up on the heart of the medical mile here. The entrance to the Grand Valley State University parking ramps and Spectrum Health. Now my backup plan is to just go to the gym and get a glass of water and then walk home. It's nice to have a place to stop at on a long walk like this. This is about 45 minutes from home to here for commute if I walk it directly. Which is just long enough for you to want a glass of water and a bathroom, which there are next to none downtown or up along the medical mile here that I know of. driving like maniacs today. Boy, I can almost just park up on the freeway and do a whole show from there. As long as you guys are into watching bad driving. Spectrum Health Cook Institute here. As we just come up on Butterworth Hospital, the Meyer Heart Center. The Fred Meyer Heart Center is on the left-hand side here. The Children's Emergency also on the left-hand side. Whoop, too bright. Wait for this intersection across quite to clear. Now's as good a time as opportunity as any to give a little shout out and a thanks to everybody in the hospitals for the last couple of years. There goes the Laker line. Running from Grand Valley State University, just to the west of here. Now we got a decent shot at taking an interesting photo of this. Just get away from the side of the road a little further. And white balance for shade. That's the Helen Devos Children's Hospital. Here on Michigan's Medical Mile. And as long as I remember to switch the white balance again here in a moment, we can, I think, just walk from that shot. It's the only downside to this camera. There are just some adjustments you cannot make while it's running. I'm not even sure why. Now the illusion here is quite complete because you cannot tell we're walking on such a steep hill until you look at the bottom there. Hang on, let's darken it up. Okay, yeah, it's very bright out, so it is kind of washed out even in real life. So the Helen Devos Children's Hospital Outpatient Center here on the right-hand side has a large food court. So if you're stuck down here with somebody who's got to go to the hospital, that building right there has a nice food court in it, or used to. Again, assuming you can even hear me over the wind. I know when I first moved back here, that's where I went to sit and use Starbucks' internet until we got internet. New bus stops they've put in here as well. This hill is fatiguing. I'm gonna put you guys away for a sec, take a break. So as we head down the hill to the west, there's a Doug Meyer Medical Innovation Center, part of the University of Michigan's campus expansion here in Grand Rapids.
Right. And then we're going to get drinking.
And this will be Monroe Avenue coming up just here, will be the next intersection. Oh, you guys can see how pink that is. That's not something you see every day. Yeah, the sun is not ideal today. Nothing's ideal today. So hopefully this all turns out okay. I end up tossing a lot of episodes. So there's the Row Hotel. It's where Atwater Brewing is located, just on the intersection of Michigan Street Northwest and Monroe Avenue, here at the end of the Medical Mile, where you can see the Bridgewater Varnum building just to the west of here, and then the Amway just on this side of the street. This would be part of the Calder Plaza. And we are walking to the south. Walked into the camera. Still too bright one minute and then too dark the next. like it, brother. Kind of interesting. Three-wheel. It's like a quad, but different. Just passing the Pantlind Amway Grand Plaza Hotel here on the right-hand side. The Chop House, Bull's Head, Atto Sushi, Mojo's, all on the left-hand side. I think that was a Can-Am. I couldn't quite tell. I'll have to look at the footage later. It's an interesting little three-wheeler though. So we're just kind of coming into the bar row now as we pass Pearl, walking south along Monroe. We're gonna walk, I think we're gonna keep walking Monroe maybe. Yeah, let's walk up Monroe Center here, further to the east. It looks like they're still working on Rosa Parks Circle. And again, as I've mentioned before, this is McKay Tower. Previously the tallest building between Chicago and Detroit, back in, I believe, the 80s. Grand Rapids Art Museum just on the other side there of Rosa Parks Circle, which is currently under renovation. I'm hearing it's going to be late into fall until that is complete. Kind of hearing that offhand. Angel's Tie, and we've got a little frozen yogurt place here as well. Just coming up on the left-hand side across from the art museum is Uccello's. I guess we could stop at Uccello's and do lunch if we wanted. Cinco de Mayo and the post office is on this stretch of road as well. And the Ledyard building. Coming up just past this intersection of Ottawa and Monroe Center here, we have Madcap Coffee, along with a local mocha, a couple of my favorite coffee shops in the area. And we'll get a good picture of this Madcap Coffee building here as well. But there's the back of the Grand Rapids Art Museum. And one of our Flatiron buildings here. Grand Rapids Police Department and the Secretary of State just here on Monroe Center and Division. We're going to turn and walk to the south, at least for the moment. Down to 600 is fine. I think my shoes coming untied again, but not quite. The old location of the Urban Institute for Contemporary Arts, just on the south side. Beacon Corner Bar there that we did a little short inside of for jazz night. And this is the intersection of Commerce and Fulton. A lot of fresh rehab around here. Actually, let's turn and head this way again. Just passing Social Misfits here. I don't know if they're open on Sundays, but well, they must be. I think what I'm gonna do is find myself a spot in the sun to sit down and maybe eat my packed lunch. Maybe we'll skimp out on going out to eat somewhere. I don't know. Or we'll do it tonight when I don't have all this camera gear with me. So we've circled around and come to the other side of the Grand Rapids Art Museum here. In fact, we're going to loop back around to Monroe Center here and start heading to the north again. It's actually a pretty great view here. There's a lot of older buildings. Get a pretty interesting shot. Maybe we'll head over to the river next. That's probably a good idea.
Okay.
See which one of these changes first. No, we better cross over this way. Alright, so we're gonna head over to the river, maybe cross to the west side. I definitely like to try to get a couple pictures out in the Grand River. So this is the other side of the Pantlind Grand Hotel. And then on the other side of us here, this large, tall building, that is the Marriott. Alright, let's cross here. So you're currently looking to the north over the Grand River here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The tall building you see in the distance, that is the Barnum Bridgewater Place building we've mentioned before. And we are just walking to the west side of the river. The Gillette Bridge would be the next bridge up you see there.
I am one like Christ. You too.
So I think we're going to cross back across the river on the Gillette Bridge here, or possibly the next bridge up from that. You can see this is a popular place, especially on a Sunday. Post wedding pictures. Brighten that up just a little bit for you guys. A little more river traffic than usual. Alright, so we are going to head back to the east again. We're going to cross the Gillette Bridge just to the south of us. And we're going to head back into downtown. We're a pretty cool group down here. A lot of people hanging out, enjoying the sunshine in the park. A couple of very nice gentlemen stopped and wanted to talk to me for a moment about God. It's quite nice. So this is the Gillette Bridge here. We'll make our way up this hill. I'm going to pause you guys for this. So this is the Gillette Bridge, just next to the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Museum. As we walk to the east, looking to the south here, the next street down there you see is Pearl. Beyond that is the Blue Pedestrian Bridge. Looks like it has a decent crowd of people on it today. Alright, we need to start heading to the north though. Get on this side of the river and then head to the north from here. I've got a dead car at home I've got to finish diagnosing. It's currently drying out. I actually think my problem might be moisture in the interior or in the wiring or something. But it won't start for me. Alright guys, on that note, I think I'm going to end it here. I'm going to back up the camera. I'm just getting tired. But we'll see you in the next one.